I thought you were telling me.
Think about a person living with mental illness that makes it difficult for them to live in society. And if you don't know anyone, imagine you were living with mental illness that makes it difficult for you to live normally. How would you feel if you or that person that you know were locked away in prison for having a mental illness, not because of a crime that they committed, but simply because the community that they live in has nothing else to do with them? That is the situation that thousands of people in our community are dealing with. According to Sarah Glazier in Prisons and Mental Illness, thousands of people with schizophrenia, severe depression, delusional disorders, and other mental problems are locked up and often in solitary confinement. Prisons are overflowing with not only criminals, but people that commit, not only serious criminals, but people that commit petty crimes, theft, burglary, things like that. According to Cattell in Prison Reform, inmates are packed like sardines in the state prison in Los Angeles. And over the next 5 years, the number of prison inmates is projected to grow 3 times faster than the national population in prisons. And oftentimes, these mentally ill commit a small crime, and as a result of their mental illness, as a result of not having anywhere else in the community to send them, they stay in prison for way longer, and their stay often outweighs the crime. Not only are they put in prison due to a lack of mental facilities who are capable of handling the mentally ill, but they're often locked away in solitary confinement due to being a danger to themselves and others, which is critically stretching the prison's resources. State hospitals are getting shut down all over the country, and ones that still are running aren't getting enough funding. The article "Funding Crisis Looms for Promising Medical Health Clinics" says that Medicare was given 8 states the chance to show that one-stop mental health crisis 24-hour care could offer patients a better option than the safety net of police departments. But that 2-year experiment is coming to a close. It will leave the program with an uncertain future if Congress does not choose to extend this program and to show the ways that it is benefiting these communities. Cattell says in the article "Solitary Confinement," but even the supporters of long-term solitary confinement who are in support of that kind of consequences for behavior within the prison, they acknowledge that the prison systems have used the strategy to warehouse mentally ill inmates. This is not okay for those in our community that suffer with an illness that they have no control over. So this is where I need your help. Call your representatives, send emails to congressmen, congresswomen, sign the petition that I have here today that will be taken to the state. Help me show our leaders that we don't just want funding, we desperately need funding to get these mentally ill people out of prisons and into the hospitals and facilities where they belong. So to summarize, not only are our prisons overrun with people who don't need to be in prison, but our mental hospitals are being shut down and are lacking the funding they need to support this vulnerable population in our communities. We need to prove that this is a far-reaching problem and isn't just limited to here and there, and it is reaching a critical level. We need to support those in our communities who are lacking being able to get the help that they need.